All right,
Good
people.
evening and welcome to Anime-Zing Radio here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm your host, Doug Engler. Joining me in the co-host seats, as always, our good friends, Mr. Darren Starling, who is coughing up because it's very dry down his way, and of course, landscaping kicks up a lot of dust, and he's trying to get all that out. And of course, VTuber extraordinaire Kaya Tiano.
Hello.
Tonight, I know in the past we've done some gaming streams during the week, but there will not be a Sunday show this week due to the fact that I will be working. Angela is off on vacation. Darren has a party to go to, and Kaya needs more rest.
Sleep? What's that?
That's what I've been saying.
Excuses.
I think Sari got mad at me when I was like, "What is sleep?" I don't know if you saw
literally,
that.
what if? I'd say I haven't had a day off from work, Bojangles, in today was my 7th or 8th day in a row. So, yeah, I've gotten virtually nothing I wanted accomplished this week.
But I know last week we didn't have a show, and I didn't want to have no shows 2 weeks in a row. So I was like, let's do an impromptu Friday show. Hello, Ross. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Hopefully a good start to your weekend.
Excuse me.
And I forgot to do some of the promo stuff. Silly me.
Yeah. I won't fire you today.
That's good.
Just a slap on the wrist.
Maybe tomorrow, but not today.
Pretty much. Let's get through the shift first, and then I'll fire you.
Story of my life.
At least he's being nice enough to let you finish your shift.
Yeah. But I know, Darren, you said that you have not had a chance to watch anything yet this season. What about you, Kaya? Have you had a chance to check out some stuff?
Been checking out a few. Slime, that ridiculous reincarnation, a few others. The chicken rooster one.
There's another.
It's crazy.
That's another crazy concept, Doug.
Very crazy concept.
I'm not sure I know of that one. I probably know of it. I just haven't watched it.
It's like the guy at Anime Boston said. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like you like it, but you don't know why you like it, or if it's okay to like it.
Well, at least it's not like with Conception where we hated it but still watched it.
Yeah. That's true.
Basically,
somehow we managed to get through it all.
Yep. Basically, you got roosters, chickens, basically. Ironic, I work for a chicken place, and there's a show about chickens fighting. That's funny.
Speaking of your workplace of a chicken place, you had mentioned in the past that you just started selling iced coffee. How is the iced coffee there?
I cannot compare it to anywhere else because I don't drink coffee. So there's that. But if I had to pick between the two we have, the caramel is considerably better than the French vanilla. But all in all, it is not terrible. I can appreciate them both for what they are, even though I'm not a coffee drinker. But Could be worse. And also, tell me if this is a fair price. $3.50 for 20 ounces. That fair?
20 ounces of what?
Iced coffee.
What the? To me, that's expensive. But how things are these days, I can see.
Yeah. So it's 20 ounces. So it's a 20-ounce cup, ice all the way to the top. Then the coffee and the creamers, the syrup, and then the creamer, and then so $3.50. Hardee's also started the same thing. I think they're at like $3.75 or $3.25, so they're right around there. And I couldn't tell you about McDonald's or any of the other fast food chains because, like I said, I don't drink coffee.
If I get coffee, it's typically Dunkies. It might just be the mass boy in me, but. Hello, Sophia in the chat. Hello, Rashid Taha. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. This is Anime-Zing Radio. We are a live podcast where we talk anime, video games, VTubing, and a bunch of random nonsense. We were basically the Trash Taste podcast before the Trash Taste podcast, but not as popular.
Pretty much.
Speaking of the Trash Taste boys, C-Dog is doing his bike-a-thon. This is what, day 14 of his charity bike ride?
Yep.
Is this his last day?
This is Cyclothon number 5.
Yeah. I watched a little bit yesterday. I saw that they were closing in on 900,000 raised for
they're at 904 right now.
Oh, sweet. Like I said, I saw a little bit before work.
We'll see. Yesterday, I think Chris broke the bike like twice or something.
Sounds about right. Somebody always breaks or falls.
Well,
I guess the bike that Connor uses, he's been using since the first cyclothon, so I could see that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of miles to put on a bike. Even if it's just he uses it once a year, that's a lot of miles.
Yeah.
I do not want to know how much money I'm going to be spending on this, just the art of this model right now.
Can't be any worse than the bill I just got for my truck.
Or how much he spends when he buys a new truck.
Yeah, that ain't happening for a while. But about to say, it taught me a valuable lesson. Watch how close you follow people. My brakes went to the floor.
Oh
yeah, I usually keep like 2-3 car lengths. I do not trust people.
Yeah, so, I don't trust people when driving either. I like to keep a good amount of distance. I am a very offensive, defensive driver. I might drive offensively at times, but I'm always keeping an eye out for the stupidity of others.
Well, you rode with me. You know how I drive.
Yeah, and that's why I keep an eye out for others. I kid. Darren's a good driver. I definitely have friends who drive a lot scarier. I won't mention names, but I have I have some friends that I have been in cars with where they have pulled moves off that should not have physically been capable to fit a car.
Those are the fun ones.
When you're riding in a car with somebody and they're doing like 90 coming up to stopped traffic and police ahead of you on the highway, and they somehow go from the high-speed lane to an on-ramp at on-ramp speeds and merge on like they were coming on the highway. It's like, how in the hell did you pull that off?
Don't question me. Just enjoy the fact it happened.
Oh, I wasn't with you.
That was with you. No, I'm just saying that would be my response. Don't question it. Just roll with it. So long as everybody was safe and no one got hurt, I'd just roll with it.
Yeah. Ross in the chat says, did you guys hear that Yaku's voice actor did a YouTuber apology letter? He means a YouTuber apology letter.
I did not hear about that.
Nope.
I got a lot of feedback on Derek. But I did not hear about that. I'll have to look into that a bit more. And give me just a moment. Oh wait, no, it's Friday. Never mind. I'm used to doing shows on Sunday, and that would be bedtime for the kiddo. I was like, oh my god, it's bedtime for the kid. I need to tell her to go to bed. No, it's Friday. She can be up for another hour.
Yep. Oh, isn't that school vacation next week?
No, she's still got school. She already had hers.
So must just be my area.
If it makes you feel any older, guess what was for the high schoolers here within the past week or two?
What?
Prom.
What's prom?
Yeah, well, what is prom? I didn't go to mine.
I didn't go to mine either.
I went to both of mine.
I bought a car instead of going to prom. I was like, I can either pay to go to prom or I can buy a car. I wouldn't have had anybody to go to prom with, so I'll just buy the car.
I went and just hung out with everybody because screw it.
I I really didn't have many friends in school and didn't like half of the people I went to school with. So I was like, no sense in being around people that I don't want to be around if I don't have to.
It was also the night that I was practically... It was probably one of the only nights I was practically surrounded by girls everywhere. Like, I actually have a couple photos with some of them, and some of them were single. Others did have dates, but they were friends, so...
Justin Briner voiced apology letter for a YouTuber named Seikuno. I think that's
there's a whole lot of... So that's part of a bigger thing that's going on.
Apologizing for cheating in a relationship, saying that they are single. I have been working so much, I am out of the loop on stuff. If you know more info, Darren, please let us know.
My understanding is this guy, Psychono, and his girlfriend, she basically called him out for cheating and something or another. And somebody else, basically another YouTuber, claimed with him and his girlfriend that there was grape involved in something or another, and all that turned to be out to be drama. Was he a cheater? Yes. But was he the other? No. And now people are up in arms toward the people that blew the story out of the water. So basically, it's nothing but YouTuber drama.
Unfortunately, you get that in every space. I'm sure Kaya could tell stories of VTuber drama that he's been aware of, but tries to avoid.
I ignore it. Like it's high school. To me, it's just high school. It's from a because we all do like business type jobs. So from a business perspective, things need to be kept private. I know some people want to just protect other people, but certain things should just remain private.
Oh, of course.
People should treat this like a business, and they don't. But that's the streaming platform. Like, not many people really treat it like a business. The ones that do very well, though. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a business.
Yeah. Where we do this as a hobby.
Well, that's what I do this as a hobby as well. And like, even doing it as a hobby, I got my own trading card coming. Actually, I had to sign a contract for it too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get my trading card at Anki.
Sweet.
Not to say the way the trading card market is, screw it. You never know what's going to be worth something someday.
Yep.
I want a signed trading card. From the one and only Kaya.
I'll sign them. But I got I think I ordered an extra 20 or 30 to give out or give away, but I know the vendor for them will be there. So they'll probably have packs and stuff of them. And then the other VTubers that did, like Aki has a card. Tweets has a card, yeah.
I'll need the whole collection. Got to support my friends. I was watching Sweets earlier. I still have Rain. I still have Rain's tab open and Sea Dog's tab open.
I got Jisoo, Selena, Rain, Goggle, and Sea Dog.
I got nobody.
Would love to have Rain back on the show again when I'm around at chat with her. I know I missed the night that she was a guest.
Yep. Oh, you would add fun with her, especially with the paranormal.
Oh yeah.
That would have been interesting.
You'll have to talk with her and see if she would want to join us again at some point, and we can talk all the paranormal stuff. I only touched briefly on some of my experiences, and I didn't want to just blurt out in the chat there about being psychic. That would probably distract her from Resident Evil even longer. Ross says, and the chat says on another subject, hope Darren gets to feel better.
Once the weather gets better, it's like even like when it goes hot and cold, I get like massive headaches.
Yeah, Mother Nature definitely needs to get on some meds because it's bouncing around between 80s and 40s.
It's global warming.
I thought they axed the whole global warming thing and call it climate change now.
Yeah, well, that's technically what it is. It's like, did they make it seem like it's just the weather patterns are going to change? That's what's going to happen.
But yeah, we are going to be in the 90s for April. start like tomorrow, and we've been in the 90s for the past 2 days. And then Sunday we have a slight chance of rain, and then we're going to be in the 60s most of the week next week, with 0 chance of rain. And we have not had rain for at least 3 weeks.
Good evening to John Knight. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Hopefully everybody out there has a great weekend coming up. We can figure we'd talk a little bit about some of the anime stuff. I know, Kaya, you touched on some of the shows that you're watching. I started watching season 3 of Vending Machine, and I don't know. It's season 3 after 2 episodes has been very meh. If season 1 was as weak as season 3 has started, I probably would not have watched season 1. Or I would have watched it to give it crap like I plan on doing with Ribtacular Reincarnation. Which, that show, I can't wait for Angela to have to start watching that. Kaya, what do you think she will say after the first episode?
Why did I sign up for this?
Oh, which one? Sorry.
Rib Reincarnation.
Oh God. That is like you do not want to be like on something while watching that because you might trip.
I don't know what's worse, the subject matter, the main character, or half of the art style.
All 3?
Like one of those shows where it's like this shouldn't be like enjoyable, but it's enjoyable.
This show, I think, is going to be the equivalent of a train wreck where you don't want to watch it, but you can't look away because it's just so terrible. This might, after 2 episodes, I am putting it in the same category as Conception.
But Conception, there was a damn panda. You can't get much worse than that.
In this show, he's a doorknob. or he turns into a door. He turns into a hermit crab. He turns into a rib of a hero that turns into an army of heroes that turns into a battle scene that turns back into, oh, look, I'm back at the goddess. He's trying to riz the goddess something hard, though.
So basically, he did the exact opposite of Kazuma.
I don't know. The show is just so friggin' stupid, but yet I still keep watching it. And I don't know how long I can continue watching this show, but I know we all agreed to watch it. The fact we got Angela to agree before it even came out, before watching the first episode.
I don't think she realized the full context behind it. She just really wants to see, like, how can Isekai literally get any stupider?
It's no surprise that I'm an Isekai fan. Everybody knows that I love my Isekais, especially some of the trash ones. This one has got to be amongst the worst Isekais I've ever seen. But I want to see what happens next. It's like a Howard Stern show. Whether you like him or hate him, you always tune in to see what he does next.
Is it sad that the only reason I even knew about Howard Stern was when he was one of the judges for AGT?
With how young you are, no.
Okay.
I forgot he was a judge on AGT.
Actually, those were some of the better seasons too.
I always enjoy Simon. Simon is funny. Howie can be funny.
You see, he was a judge. Well, and also you had Nick Cannon, so that was also funny.
I don't think I saw any of the Nick Cannon stuff. I
See,
didn't watch seasons. I watched clips.
You see, the old AGT was better to me than the new ones. When Howard was on there, it was Howie, Howard, Sharon, and it was either Mel or Heidi. I want to say it was Mel.
Mel's been around for a while. One of the Spice Girls.
Yep.
I think she was Scary Spice, if I remember correctly.
You're dating yourself.
No, dating myself is admitting that I had the CD.
But I'd say
Ross says it was Heidi.
Okay. All right, because it was Howard, Howie, Heidi, and Sharon. Because I think Howie, because it used to be Howie, Sharon, and because I think Howie took over for Simon. And then they just added Howard as a fourth judge. And then after he left, it was after Sharon left. I don't remember. It's been too long. I stopped caring after season 10.
I hear you.
But there were some really good acts on there. One of the ones from Japan, Kenichi, he was one of my favorites that actually won, that actually deserved to win. Because you know how a lot of those talent shows, there are a lot that win that really shouldn't have.
Yeah. And then you have the ones who win the talent shows that you never hear from again.
Well, and they're probably the good ones. Sometimes.
In the chat, we have Ross referring to a vending machine saying, and yet, Aaron, we have a shell girl named Pity falling for the vending machine.
Look, and nowadays, I don't question what people fall for anymore because society is gone.
And I know what he's referring to. She is part of the meringue of fools, and she has trouble trusting people after a person that she fell for basically abandoned her, and now she's starting to develop a friendship and possibly stronger feelings for Boxo. But because she doesn't trust people, she hides in a clamshell.
Why does this sound like Gasper before Issei really got him to start coming out?
I mean, it's a possibility. It could be a similar characteristic. So I've been watching. I was watching Vending Machine. I was watching that Ridiculous Reincarnation. Started watching the Classroom of a Black Cat and a Witch. Saw the first episode of that yesterday. And my God, what in the world is this show going to be? The fact, and I know that there have been memes already out based off of the one scene that caught me off guard and had me laughing hysterically. But the fact that she had to kiss a cat's asshole and turn the cat back into a human was absolutely priceless.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, Kaya, you are safe.
No, I thought Mongol Star Drive with the cat eating monsters and pooping them out was weird.
Well,
It's a new gacha game that just came out this week.
I've been seeing ads for that everywhere.
It's the story has been keeping me playing. The story just I can't think of the word. It just hooks me.
It sucks you in and keeps you interested. Whether it's good or bad, it still keeps your attention.
Like I haven't spent any money on it because I'm saving my money for Neverness to Everness that's coming out in 2 weeks. That one I would play, Doug. That's the GTA like type gacha that everyone's talking about.
I have been seeing that too, Neverness to Everness. I've been seeing that popping up. Is that going to be on computer or is that mobile or?
Oh, it's on everything: mobile, PC, PS5, Xbox.
John Knight says, "Kaya, you are even cute when you're up close."
Wait till my new model. Won't be till the end of the year. There's no like the wait list for this artist. I was just looking. It's probably not going to be till like rigged and done before December or January.
So next year we'll see a Kaya 3.0. Just like we have a Darren 3.0.
You know, depending on the technical aspects we run into as well.
I think there was also High Dive. I think I started watching one on High Dive. I have to look back. Was it? Oh, I got to sign back in. I haven't been on High Dive in a bit. On the computer. Farming Life in Another World. I forgot season 2 started on that, so I've got to continue watching that. I enjoyed season 1 of that. I forgot season 2 had started.
Which one? Sorry, I had to run to my truck.
The Farming Life in Another World. Oh, I did watch the first episode of season 2. I forgot.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Season 1 was entertaining. I'm not sure how ridiculous season 2 is going to get.
Thing is, I barely got through season 1. That's probably why I'm not watching it, because I know I'll just get bored with it. Jesus, they're already at 930,000. They start at 900.
Oh my God! well, it's what the last day of.
They got one more day. I think
One
it's
more
15
day?
days. I think it's 15 days. I thought.
Because I heard him talking, and I heard him talking in the back. They got like a $5,000 donation at once. Yeah, they're at 930,000 raised for the IDF, which is fantastic. Oh, I earned the Sea Dog Cyclothon 5 badge.
Yep. Yeah, Doug, I sent you the video of the gameplay preview that they just dropped. Tomorrow they have a stream. It's like a pre-stream before release, so they're probably going to dump a bunch of information on us, but
I will leave it to you to get all the information and be our gaming informant.
Hey, you want to do heist with me when it comes out? We can do some heist. We can go fishing. We could drive around, get arrested, thrown in jail. Yes, you can get thrown in jail.
Sounds like my typical Friday night.
Yeah, so it sounds like the week I spent down there hanging out with Darren.
Yeah, you can fight some anomalies. You
said it's a GTA style.
It's like GTA. It's got like this. It's got like everything from what I heard. People that have played the beta test said it's really good.
If it's similar to GTA style stuff, I will probably enjoy it, but I will probably not do the storyline. I will probably just get on and screw around.
So you'll probably have to do some of the storyline to unlock things at the beginning. It's usually how gachas work. Yeah,
I'll probably have to do some of this stuff, but if it's multiplayer, hell yeah, I'd be down to join you.
What gachas do too is you can't use co-op until a certain point as well, so they'll probably make you have to play the game long enough to unlock co-op. They all do that.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I don't know if it's still you can vote for the Anime Awards now or if that's done.
Oh, you mean they're still relevant?
I never even pay attention to it because to me, they're not relevant.
I don't just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah.
Namely to tear them apart every year and tell them how wrong they got it. Because 9 times out of 10, they get it wrong.
Yeah, I just feel like they pick what they think and don't really use what the fans think.
You know what? Let's have some fun on the stream tonight. Let's go through the Anime Awards and see who got nominated, and we can pick this apart.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while.
Ooh, let's go.
Anime of the Year. We have Dan to Dan Season 2, Gachiakata, which my wife absolutely loved that. I watched one episode, was like, this just isn't really for me. My Hero Final Season, The Summer Hikaru Died, Apothecary Diaries, Season 2, or Takapi's Original Sin.
I heard really good thing about Takapi. So, as much as I know you love Apothecary Diaries, I'm kind of hoping Takapi got this one.
All right, because I think we can still put votes in. So, as a collective, do we want to go Takapi for this one? The only one I've seen of this
says it's closed.
Is it closed?
Yeah, it says on the main page.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess we can just go through and see. Okay. Film of the Year. 100 Meters, I've never heard of. Mononoke the Movie. Chainsaw Man. Demon Slayer. Rose of Versailles. And Scarlet.
I'm only familiar with the Chainsaw Man movie.
I know of the Chainsaw Man movie and the Demon Slayer movies. I have not seen either.
Well, I think I started to watch the Chainsaw Man movie and then fell asleep and forgot. So
that sounds about right.
Why do I feel like there's a better choice than these 6 out there?
There probably is. Well, now remind me, Crunchyroll, when they do their awards, is this stuff? It's only stuff that they stream, right?
Probably. I think it is only stuff they stream.
All except for the year they had Call of the Night, because that was a High Dive show. That was not a Crunchyroll show. But I think Call of the Night had so much hype that they felt like they had to add it. Because this typically looks like everything that is trying to make the window bigger, but still be able to see chat and everything. Best Continuing Series, Dan to Dan Season 2, Kaiju number 8, My Hero Final Season, Spy Family Season 3, Solo Leveling Season 2, or One Piece?
I have a feeling I know which one wins that one.
The only one I've seen out of all of these was Spy Family. And Season 3 actually was really good. I loved the school bus arc.
I'll say season 3 was good. I know Angela's pick would probably be Kaiju number 8.
I could see My Hero winning that one.
Honestly, if I had to think which one they would pick, I honestly think they'd pick One Piece, given everything that's been going on with One Piece lately.
Yeah. Up next, Best New Series. Sakamoto Days, The Summer Hikaru Died, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Gachiakata, Cleavetness, and Takapi's Original Sin.
I would pick Fragrant Flower for that one, but that's me.
I have not watched any of these. So, but I heard good things about Fragrant Flower. I think when I did because I just for fun I put votes in knowing that it probably didn't matter much, and then I went back through it again and my wife put votes in for her picks, which she picked Gachiakata for just about everything that it was nominated for. Next category, Best Original Anime. Apocalypse Hotel, Digimon Beat Break, Lazarus, Zenshu, Moonrise, Mobile Suit Gundam.
I would pick Digimon because I'm a Digimon fan, but I don't like original means like not already out, right?
I believe so.
So why would Digimon and Gundam I can see because different type of Gundam, but Digimon as like I wouldn't count as an original anime.
I have to say, is there such thing as source material for Digimon?
The original series, I would say, would be source. Same with like Gundam has source material, the original Gundam.
An original anime showcases storylines not adapted from source material like manga or light novels. It is a new creation. These original works of art mesmerize audience with the quality of new stories. So this is saying that the Beat Break was an original, not based off of any previous Digimon content.
See, I would argue differently, but that's me.
I know nothing of it.
Yeah. This is where, you could have like an argument where yes and no. Same with the Mobile Suit Gundam, yes and no.
Yeah. Best animation. Dandadan Season 2, Gachiakata, My Hero, Takapi, Solo Leveling Season 2, One Piece. And if you look, 4 of the 6 are multiple seasons.
Yeah, Ross, it is different every season, but they do all connect. You've watched all of them. Like Cross Wars connected almost every series before that at the end of it. Like they do show some connections to each other in a multiverse setting, so you can kind of like count them as like a Marvel type thing. And that's where I said you could kind of debate it being one and not one at the same time. Like I could say Beat Break was its own, but Digimon as a franchise isn't an original series.
Yeah.
I have to say now this, would you consider this an original even though it's a crossover? Because there's no source material for this whatsoever. Did you know that Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Toriko had a episode with all three?
That I did not know.
Yeah. So they're basically, you got all three have people from all three shows in various teams comprised of a little bit of everybody from each show. So basically, it's not Dragon Ball versus Toriko versus One Piece. You got people from each show mixed in with the groups of the other shows.
So it's Isekai Quartet before Isekai Quartet.
Pretty much. And this thing's like 15 years, 20 years old. So it's not necessarily new either.
Yeah.
It's how you define original too. Like to me, original means its own thing, not derived from anything else.
Yeah.
So I would expect to see anything related to like Digimon, Dragon Ball, One Piece, anything else, its own work. Maybe a couple of the ideas, but not have the name in it.
Yeah.
That's my thinking.
I can agree with that.
I can too.
That's the way I look at it.
So best animation was the next category. Dan Season 2, One Piece, Gachiakata Solo Leveling Season 2, My Hero Final Season, and Takapi's Original Sin. I've only seen one episode of Gachiakata. I mean, the animation was smooth in that. I've heard a lot of people talk highly of Dan's scenes.
Yeah.
And Solo Leveling, I know, has a pretty decent following as well.
I think every single one of those had like good animation.
That again is going to come down to popular.
Yep.
That's all these polls really are, just popular, especially the Crunchyroll Awards.
But you can tell because some of the same ones show up all the time.
I mean, this is probably the fourth or fifth time Gachiakata has appeared. Yep. Next, we have Best Character Design. Oh my God, look at that. Gachiakata again.
And One Piece.
And One Piece. And Takapi. Apothecary Diaries Season 2 and Dress Up Darling Season 2. First time that one's appeared.
Honestly,
I like the Apothecary Diaries art design, character design better than Dress Up Darling, but that's just me.
I was going to say, going by character design, I don't even think Dress Up Darling should be in this list. Like, I saw nothing out of the ordinary in Season 2. Like, nothing impressed me like the first season when it came to their costumes.
I mean, even like the storyline and stuff like that, Darren, you and I both agreed that Call of the Night Season 2 had a better love story and more character development than Dress Up Darling Season 2 did.
Mm-hmm. It really did.
This one, since I've only seen 2 on the list, I would have to give it to Apothecary, but I know that there is a strong following for Dan and Gachiakata. And One Piece, I just feel like we need a filler. Let's just throw One Piece in there because it's still relevant.
Well, in terms of character design, I feel that Gachiakata and Dan, since they're newer, would really be the only ones that have anything as a chance of standing out.
Yeah. Best Director. So we have Apothecary Diaries, Dan Season 2, Gachiakata. I know these are all Japanese names, and I butcher them horribly, so I am not going to say the names. I will just click the tabs, and everybody can see the names as they pop up. My Hero,
If I could read the screen, but I can't because I'm on my phone, I'd read them.
The Summer Hikaru died. And then Togepi's Original Sin.
Now remind me, had Casey watched Togepi or no?
I don't think she did. I know she watched Gachiakata, and she watched. I don't know if she finished My Hero, but she was watching My Hero.
I honestly need to watch Togepi just for all the hype I heard about it, and probably will at some point. Maybe when I'm not dying of exhaustion.
Yeah. Best background art. So now we're not paying attention to the characters or the storyline. You are looking at what goes on in the background. And we have City the Animation, Dan, Gachiakata, which Bones has always put out some backdrops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Apothecary Diaries, I love a lot of like the areas that they go, the fact that they're like in a Chinese palace and things of that nature. I love the backdrop and the storylines, and so that was my choice, just because of the setting and stuff that happened. Frog. We have Kowloon Generic Romance. That's the first time this one has popped up.
I meant to watch that.
I don't think I've heard of this one.
I think it's one Ross told me to not bother with, even though I probably would bother with it.
And then Summer Hikaru died. So those were the 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're up to 957,000 raised now.
Yeah, they just had a 6K dono.
That explains why Pete was freaking out.
Oh, Pete always freaks out. I love this guy.
If we could get Pete on the show, that would be like an epic thing for AZR. That would be right up there with Ladybeard.
I love that for Chris.
Yeah, Chris Broad would be great too. Yeah,
I can't wait for his new book because his first book was really good. I don't know if you read it.
I got the audiobook, so I got to hear him
it.
read it to me, which was hysterical.
Oh, I should have did that. That would have been awesome. But I ordered his second book signed.
Oh, there you go. I hear noises behind me. I turn and look, and here comes Nanachi out from the entertainment center. So, best romance. Here's Darren's category.
Yay.
Blue Box.
Okay, to be fair, I heard a lot about that one.
Dan to Dan Season 2. Is there really any romance in Dan to Dan? I've never heard people talk about the romance side of things.
There is. It's between our two main characters, and then other girls start competing for him a lot in Season 2, to my understanding.
Honey Lemon Soda.
No.
I got bored of that. I started watching it. I got bored. My Dress Up Darling Season 2.
No.
No. There was more romance in Ranma 1/2. And then Fragrant Flower.
Fragrant Flower. Fragrant Flower. Fragrant Flower. If it doesn't win, people need their heads examined.
I voted for Ranma 1/2 only because I did not watch Fragrant Flower, so I could not, I couldn't cast a vote on shows I did not see. I could only go based off of what I've watched. And Ranma's romance was a lot better than Dress Up Darling.
Oh, I love the series, Ranma.
I still need to see the original.
I haven't seen the original. I just got into this remake, and I was like, oh my god, Shampoo is my favorite of the characters.
And I watched the whole original and the OVAs.
Best comedy. We have City the Animation, Dan to Dan, Dress Like Darling, Witch Watch, Spy Family Season 3, and Ranma 1/2 Season 2.
Wait, Spy Family and Dress Up Darling 2 had comedy?
Spy Family Season 3 had comedy just because of Anya.
I'm sorry, that's kind of a low standard.
Yeah.
And like I said, comedy and Dress Up Darling 2.
That was the love story. That's where the comedy came.
Yeah, more so than what was it, Gamer?
Oh, Gamers was the anime that never should have been if they just talked.
If they would have talked, the anime would have never happened.
Exactly. Our next category, Best Action.
Let me guess, Gachiakata and Dan to Dan are the first two.
Yep. Gotcha. Dan to Dan, Gachiakata, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling Season 2, One Piece, and My Hero Ross says, Darren, remember when Marin freaked out about gaining weight?
Yes, but that's still not comedy to me.
Ross says that was comedy.
That's a low standard.
Speaking of Marin, I had seen it before Angela posted it in our group chat, but apparently there is a race team in Japan gearing up for their season that has decked out their Mercedes in a Marin paint scheme. So Marin Kitagawa is going to be on the hood and sides of an actual race car.
That's good. I hope Katakawa doesn't come after them for unlicensed use. No, never mind. Katakawa. Most of the Japanese companies aren't quite like that.
No, I think they'd be interested in the
sponsoring.
I think the publicity would be a fun thing. They probably got permission to use it.
I'm sure.
Especially being in Japan with how they do everything out there by the book. For the most part.
Well, Ross, like I said, if that was your definition of comedy, I don't get it.
Sorry about the muted mic for a moment. The Mrs. had come down to get stuff from the kitchen, so she didn't want to be on camera or anything. So we, out of courtesy, muted everything. Let's go on to next category, Best Isekai.
Okay, well, this can't beat Dan-to-Dan, Gachiakata, My Hero, or Spy Family, or Apothecary Diaries. So what are even our options?
Campfire Cooking in Another World, Season 2. Konosuba, Season 3. ReZero, Season 3. Disney Twisted Wonderland. Zenshu. From bureaucrat to villainous, Dad's been reincarnated.
I give that to Konosuba.
I think I gave it to Konosuba as well. Season 3 actually was decent.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting it to be as good as it turned out to be.
Okay, Ross, here's a definition of comedy. Aqua doing what she did to Darkness's father last second. That's comedy.
Bring it. But I can get filled with water.
Next category, we have Best Drama. Nominees are Anne Shirley, Takapi's Original Sin, Apothecary Diary Season 2, Blue Box, Orb, and The Summer Hikaru Died.
Okay, that one could actually go any way from my understanding.
There was some good drama scenes and stuff that happened in Apothecary Diaries. There was definitely some ooh, I kind of saw that coming, but I didn't moments. Especially as it got towards the end of season 2 and some of the unanswered questions that I'm sure are going to come out in season 3 in the movie. Ross says Blue Box.
Well, I think he's saying that they shouldn't really include this because they had 24 episodes.
Ah, that's true. But if they put episodes out in in 2025 calendar year, that's why it's getting included. I see. Best Slice of Life is up next. Anne Shirley, Dress Up Darling, Blue Box, Spy Family, City the Animation, and Fragrant Flower.
Fragrant Flower.
Ross says that Blue Box came out in 24, carried into 25. Because they released episodes in 25, I think they are still counting it. Kind of letting it sneak its way. Best main character. You have Deku.
No.
Mao Mao. Momo. Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. Rudo from Gachi Akata. And Okarun from Dan to Dan.
So both Momo and Okarun are. Well, I can see that. I know. I'm sure you're probably a little disappointed that. Oh, never mind. She is in there. Never mind.
Who, Mama?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mama was in there. That was my. I would never vote for Deku for anything other than biggest bitch. Whiniest bitch. I don't care if he got better as the series went on. He just annoyed me to no end early on. And the fact that I went into season 4 watching My Hero was not because of him. It was despite him. And then I just had enough. Best supporting character. This is where it got kind of interesting. And sorry, I was getting messages elsewhere. Best supporting character. We have Aijin from Gachi Akata, Jin Inoji or Gigi from Dan to Dan, Katsuki from My Hero, so Katsuki Bakugo, Lulan. Bakugo.
Yeah, I know. I'm being facetious.
So Lulan or Sushi or Sishui from Apothecary Diaries. Jinshi from Apothecary. Turbo Granny from Dan to Dan. So best supporting character.
I already know you picked Jinchi, didn't you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Really?
I picked Sushi or Sishui. I thought her character development and I just thought Lulan was just such a better character than Jinchi. Especially in season 2. Must protect at all costs character. Some of these shouldn't be on here, and some of them are on there, but not for the reasons you think. Of course, Anya, must protect at all costs. Should not be on here, Deku.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. Izuku Midoriya, must protect at all costs. No.
Must destroy at all costs.
Akararuko Waguri from Fragrant Flower.
Yes. 100% yes.
Mao Mao must protect from herself. She doesn't need protection other than from herself, especially when it comes to her messing with poisons. Suika from Dr. Stone.
Suika? Okay, I can see that one.
I can see Anya. I can see. I have not seen Dr. Stone, but just looking at the character, I could see.
She is adorable, and she is often seen with like a melon on her head. That's kind of her mask that she uses to hide her face.
And then Takapi. Unfortunately,
like food.
What, Takapi?
Yeah, that's food.
I was gonna say Kaya did not make the must protect at all costs again in
Nope.
in the Crunchyroll.
You're gonna have to talk to them.
Bribe them with cookies next time. Might have to go with butternut or something. Maybe they don't want the chocolate chips anymore.
They only get chocolate chip or Italian.
Next category, best anime song. In Bloom, which is what I voted for because that's just a really, really good song. Apothecary Diaries, I believe it was the opening for season 2. Chainsaw Man has 2 up here, Iris Out and Jane Doe. Witch Watch, Watch Me. I literally had to go and YouTube every song that was on this when picking, and I had to do, in my opinion, of the 6 songs that were listed here, I had to go for In Bloom, just because that song just resonated with me more than the others. On the Way from Dan to Dan, and Reawaker from Solo Leveling. Ross says, to be fair on the must protect, Sheikah should not be on this list because she took action to revive everyone. And to be fair, it's a stone world, nothing really to protect her from. Best score is the next category. Chainsaw Man the movie, Dan to Dan season 2, Demon Slayer. the movie, Solo Leveling Season 2, Gachiakata, and Apothecary Diaries. So that's the music through the entire thing, not just opening and ending sequences. Best opening sequence, Hugs from Gachiakata, Reawaker from Solo Leveling, Mirage from Call of the Night, Season 2.
Okay, sold.
Creepy Nuts, of course. You have to have Creepy Nuts in there somewhere.
No, like the opening and the ED for those were just like exceptional.
For Call of the Night?
Yes.
I mean, Call of the Night, just the artwork. Like, I wish they had that for best, like, background art. Because I probably would have chose that for the sheer fact of the scenes that they put the characters in are so vibrant. That's what drew me to season 1, was just like how they made the nightlife just look so enticing with the use of the colors, the purples, the darker shades of colors that you don't normally see. Most animes say, "Oh, it's nighttime," a lot of black. This just made everything look enticing and inviting and make you feel like, man, I want to go out at 2:00 in the morning and experience if it's really like this.
Yeah, totally different here in the States.
Oh, yeah. Then you had On the Way from Dan to Dan, Watch Me from Witch Watch, The Revo, My Hero, and Reawaker. So that was your nominees for the Best Opening Sequence, Best Ending Sequence, Actor from Spy Family, Beautiful Colors, Kaiju 8, Doka Shitaru, Dan to Dan, My Hero Academia, Kawaii from My Dress Up Darling, Unapex, Solo Leveling.
How did Call of the Night opening make it on there, but the ending was like...
I don't.
I like the ending more than I did the opening.
For Call of the Night?
Yes.
The fact Call of the Night made it, and it's not it's almost like the Crunchyroll people were like, let's just throw this in here, even though it's not a Crunchyroll title. That way they can't say that we just focused on the Crunchyroll animes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just throw 1 or 2 Sentai licensed things. That way it makes it seem like we're not just focused on what we produce. I'm not saying what they do. I'm just saying that's what it feels like.
And by the way, change the words produce to distribute.
Distribute. Best voice artist performances, Japanese. You have Aoi Yuki as Mao Mao, which she did a fantastic job as Mao Mao, because I watched Apothecary Diaries in both Japanese and English.
But she's done quite a few other roles as well.
But Mao Mao was the one that got her nominated. You have Kikanotsuke Toya as Denji, Chainsaw Man, the movie. Chiaki Kobayashi in Summer Hikaru Died. Daiki Yamashita as Deku. Mayumi Takana as Luffy in One Piece. And Reina Uda as Reyes in Chainsaw Man.
Reze. Or Reze, however you want to pronounce it. Because it's literally called Reze Arc. Because the entire movie is about her.
And then we have Best Voice Artist Performance English. Alexis Tipton as Reze. Emmy Lowe as Mau Mau. Justin Briner as Midoriya. Lucien Dodge as Azaka from Demon Slayer. Morgan Berry as Shuri Fuyumura in Sanda. Paul Castro Jr. as Hikaru in The Summer Hikaru Died. I had to vote Emmy in that one just because of how much I love Apothecary Diaries. Plus, it was the only role of any of the characters that I had seen, and I personally could not ever vote for Deku for anything.
Well, yeah, you could. You could vote for him for something, Doug.
What?
Worst male MC, main character of a franchise.
No, I would give that to Infinite Stratos.
Oh, come on! You don't worry. Mora's better. Even Ichika's better than Deku.
Actually, no, I might have to give it to our main character from Ribtacular Reincarnation. Kaya laughs because I think he agrees too. Up next. Was that our last category? Or is there? Oh, I think that was our last category. So yeah, we went through everything. So that's what the Crunchyroll Awards looked like. Once everything is announced, we can go back through here in another few weeks and pick apart who wins and talk about how it's rigged.
Pretty much.
Like we do every year.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, have you watched Petals of Reincarnation yet?
I have not.
Thanks for reminding me, because that's definitely on my list.
Is that a Crunchy title?
No, that's High Dive.
Oh, it's a High Dive? Okay.
I think it's only 3 episodes in right now.
Oh, I see it.
It's the one where historical figures from the past.
Oh, is this the one that they have Hitler in it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Hasn't shown up yet.
I want to watch this. I'm just curious. I've heard so much talk about it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
How to get someone to watch a show? Mention Hitler. Everyone will watch just for the controversy.
And it's not the first anime to have Hitler in it in some way, shape, or form.
Oh no, the Dragon Ball movie, Fusion Reborn, they brought back Hitler.
They also had another one that had Hitler on like a poster.
I remember that.
And then you had Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Lolly Hitler.
That was actually better than I expected it to be.
Oh, you did finish it?
I did not finish season. It has a second season, right?
It's coming out with a second season. It has not aired yet.
Okay, because I watched the first season.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you made it through all of... Oh, wait, you said you eventually watched at least season 1 of all of Isekai Quartet, so...
Yep.
Tanya would have to be there. Be in there.
Jesus Christ, 994.
Really? Oh, that jumped quick.
That number just keeps going.
that they're gonna hit 1 million before we go off the air.
Yep.
Let's go off the air now. And never mind. That would only be if you're betting against.
Well, Doug, it's a tax write-off. You know, you could donate a couple grand. You know, it's a tax write-off. You know.
Exactly.
I don't have a couple grand to donate, or else I would. Oh, trust me, if I had the money, I would donate for sure.
I'm about to say, depending on how you structure it, everything's a tax write-off.
Yep.
Oh, we're up to $9.98. $9.99.
Someone's gonna donate the last little bit just for the heck of it.
I don't know if we'll get in trouble for
No,
this.
they're at.
They hit the million.
Yep.
I just put it up on screen. They hit the million.
1,000,006. It's still going. Yeah, just don't show too much of it. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't think they care, but
I just wanted to get up there when they hit the million, but you can see they're at 1,006,000. But it's a good charity that helps a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the VTubing world, not just Iron Mouth. I know there's a lot of people who have health issues in the VTuber world, and the charity goes to help so many people with different. What was it? But I think there's like over like 300 different immune deficiency diseases out there.
oh, there's a lot.
I could be wrong on that number, but I know that there's a few hundred different types. And so the foundation does a lot of good work to help people find doctors that can help them help with medication costs, things of that nature. So it's definitely a good charity, and I'm so happy to see that Connor, Chris have continued to do this, especially 5 years. They've been doing that as long as they've been Trash Taste. We've still been going.
They're gonna jump in the water.
Are they? Oh, I'm glad I took off of that. Nobody wants to see Chris Broad without a shirt on.
Oh, look at that sexy man! Woo!
I was expecting Pete to do it.
Nah. Pete's like me. We're too old.
You're never too old to embarrass.
Let the kids do it.
But Kaya, you're never too old to embarrass yourself.
And you're younger than me, Kaya, so I don't want to hear that.
Nah, I'm a cripple at this point. I probably look like Chris.
I probably feel as old as Chris. Oh, Connor full on run right into the water.
That's the way to do it, though. I'm telling you right now, that's the way to do it.
Just head first. Just go.
Yep. Just go. I've learned that from experience. You just jump. As soon as you get in there, if you stay in there, you're fine. Like if they were to submerge up to their neck, they would be fine.
So I'm happy that we were able to pop that up on stream. I think just as they hit the million. Not wanting to do any copyright stuff like that. I just wanted to showcase, a nice milestone for a wonderful cause. We love seeing people helping communities out here. There's too much crap in the world. We need some good stuff. Like Kaya's cookies.
Yep.
Kaya does not have the cookies today.
Nah, not on this computer. I gotta kind of like go through everything.
We'll see what Kaya comes up with next time. They'll be up there with cake or ice cream or holding a turtle.
A turtle? Why would I hold a turtle?
I was just throwing random stuff out there.
Oh.
Darren switching technology, and it said no.
Technology. Nope.
Oh, there he is. He has returned.
No one is scared. Technology. Technology.
Ross, is Kaya gonna make some special brownies? I mean, he is ass. But what else has been going on? I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've actually been able to get together and chat. I know my work schedule, as I said before, has been insane, and so I haven't had much time to do anything other than the two or three nights that I'm home. I've been streaming some Stardew, playing that, and that's been fun.
Yeah, I've been doing nothing.
I've been thinking about trying to get like a co-op Stardew thing going if anybody's interested.
Does Darren even have a computer?
I don't think so.
Darren doesn't have a computer.
I have a laptop that's overspec for a laptop.
Is Stardew over spec for a laptop? Because I used to play it on my old laptop.
No, I'm talking about. I have a computer. It's just overspec for what it is.
Ah. Ross in the chat says there's going to be a Call of Duty movie coming, and CinemaCon was this week. Speaking of movies, Spaceballs, the second movie, has been announced to hit theaters April, was it 27th or April 17th, 2027? Something like that. So April of next year.
Oh, and they gave the name of the movie.
Yeah.
The new one. Because he found the money. I love that trailer. We're gonna quest for more money, but I found the money. And it's just bags of money to the side of them.
Yeah, April 17th, 2027. Thank you, Ross. So I was correct on the date. Titled Spaceballs, the new one.
And you also have the Amazing Digital Circus is going to be in theaters the last episode. I don't know if you watched that.
I have not.
I recommend like binging it.
What was it? Digital Circus? I've heard of it.
Yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus, like Pomni and all that.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I have not watched.
I'm going to binge it with some people and probably go to the movies and watch the ending of it.
That sounds like it could be a good time.
Like it's actually like if this is like it's already been successful, but this is you don't hear indies get into movie theaters. So this is like huge for an indie. Some people were kind of like complaining about it because then they have to wait 2 weeks for the episode to come out on YouTube. But even then, like for the theater to say 2 weeks, usually they make you wait a month. That's why you don't see movies come out for a month.
Yeah.
After they go in theaters, because you usually have to wait. That's the contract.
Okay.
So for them to get a 2 week instead of a 4 week, and they even get in the theaters, and I guess they sold a lot.
I mean, it's kind of like the Has Been Hotel, how that started off as just kind of a pilot thing on YouTube, and that took off.
Yep.
Because I remember my wife showing me the pilot for Has Been Hotel, and then a couple years later, oh, it has a whole series now. Now it's getting a season 2. And at GalaxyCon or Animate Philly in October, they're going to have a lot of the cast from Has Been Hotel again, including Alistair. I might have to get his autograph this year.
Yep. The Amazing Digital Circus, The Last Act, has set pre-sale records at Fathom after making $5 million in 4 days.
Holy cow!
Yeah. And they set to add more theaters because of it.
Wow. Can we get just a little bit of that? Just a small percentage?
That's a lot.
That is a lot in 4 days? Good God. I couldn't imagine.
Wish I had that money.
I wish I had money like that too. If I had money like that, I probably would have bought the because there was a nice house not far from us that was up for sale for like $300K, and it looked nice from the pictures I saw. And it's not far from where I'm currently living, so it wouldn't be like a huge moving expense, and it's right in the cities that I live in too. Which I kind of want to, when I look for a house, I kind of want to stay in this area. I really like this area. I know I'm far from Kaya and far from Darren, but I do like this area. Plus, it gives you guys an excuse to come to PA. Darren's already done it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could, but I have appointments every week.
Yeah.
We'll see how I get to go into Tube next week.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that's always fun. Kicking. I don't know if you ever had an MRI.
I have not had an MRI, but you just doing that kicking just made me think.
That's all you hear, and it's friggin' loud as hell in there.
MRI, is that the ones they say don't wear like any metal and stuff like that? You can't.
No. You actually have a screening beforehand. Like you can't have any metal in your body.
Okay, then I think I did have an MRI once on my leg when I had broken my foot. The problem was I was wearing steel-toe boots. And I didn't realize that they were steel-toe boots because I was told that they were not steel-toe.
Yeah, but they usually don't let you wear your clothes when you go into it anyway. So you have to remove all your clothes and just wear like a normal, like if normal you get, gown. Yeah, the normal gown. You go into the room, like you have your underwear, but
yeah,
freaking cold as hell. They give you headphones,
but you still hear the kicking.
Yeah, you still hear the machine, and it's like an hour you're in the fucking thing. Box.
Ross in the chat says Charlie Chaplin is going to be in a new Minions movie that was announced. New Peanuts movie was announced that Snoopy will run away from home to New York City and the gang will chase him. It's titled Snoopy's Unleashed. And also there's going to be a Snoop Dogg biopic next year. And that was announced by Snoop Dogg.
I heard that on one of the morning radio shows. He made the bet that the entire, 70% of Snoop Dogg's movie is just going to be him smoking. No comment?
I'm sending Doug stuff.
But him smoking, does that surprise anybody?
No, the only one he ever lost to was Willie Nelson.
Does that surprise anybody?
I mean, Toby Keith made a whole song about it.
Yeah.
You know you want to play, Doug.
It has been tempting. I'm not gonna lie. That Mongil Star Drive has been tempting. Didn't I see like on some of the ads I've seen for it? Can't you like adjust a lot of like the characters' features?
No, not this one. You're probably thinking like NTE has like outfits you can put on and stuff like this, but no.
Maybe it was because I've seen ads for NTE and for this, and one of them you can like change their bust size. You can change
No, even NTE
the
can't.
color.
That's probably a whole different game. Most gacha games don't give you that option. It's like the you don't even have your own character. You just play their characters.
Yeah. Ross makes a good point there, and he says, Darren, 420 is in 3 days, so it's not that surprising.
True.
I despise that day. I call that the headache day. Because for whatever reason, there is something in that substance that makes me physically ill. Which was always fun to try to explain to people when I tell them I can't relax. And they're like, oh, you should try this. And I'm like, I can't. It makes me sick. How? You tell me. According to Ghost Stories, Darren smoked all of it. Could you imagine if they attempted to rehash Ghost Stories today?
I say they should just do it for the hell of it.
I think that would be funny.
People wouldn't like it, but
same cast or recast the characters with some of the newer voice actors. That would be the fun question: is do you bring back everybody from the original, or do you just say, you know what, we're going to revamp it and we're going to throw all new voices out there just because?
Yeah, but I don't think all the original would come back.
I'm sure some of them would. Like two names off the top of my head, I'm sure would come back. Especially since I've heard them talk about the show in panels. Granted, it was 18 plus panels, but
yeah, because I don't think they would technically do it because they'll get canceled in like 5 seconds the way the world is now.
Everybody it seems like everybody's trying to get canceled now. Cancel culture and shit's just too stupid now. Yeah, we'll be canceled next week because we said Hitler's in an anime, you know? I've heard so many people talk about that show. And what, you say, yeah, 3 episodes are out right now of it? It seems like that could be... Ross says new characters, same voices if they redid Ghost Stories. Or do they keep the same cast, just give them different characters?
Or you could just do Ghost Stories as how it was originally intended.
You know, I've never actually sat down and watched Ghost Stories as it was in the Japanese to see why it bombed so bad.
Stupid.
Is it?
It's stupid.
Is it worse in Japanese than it is in English?
It's a kid's show.
Okay, in Japanese it's a kid's show. In English, it's not.
Basically.
So you are really addicted to that game, huh?
But now I'm waiting for NTE. Like, and then you got 14's new patches coming out. Like a day before NTE's coming out in 2 weeks, with Beastmasters coming out. More story, and then you got FanFest is coming. So they're gonna announce the new expansion. And that's where you saw Iron Mouse was gonna be at FanFest, which is friggin'
Yeah.
And Darren, do you have a Jollibee near you?
What's that?
Okay, you don't have one near you. God damn it. There's that collab with Jollibee where you can get a like chicken eating emote in game for buying the meal. I'm trying to find someone that's near at Jollibee and I'll pay for the meal, and I just want the code.
When does that start?
The 21st. It goes all the way through May.
Because, like I said, I looked and it says there's one in Newark, but I don't know how far away it is from the rail yard.
Says it works with delivery apps.
It works with delivery apps. So
Supposedly.
So if I could get,
as long as you order the meal.
If I could get the meal, like DoorDash or Uber Eats or something to the hotel, we could figure something out.
So you need to get the 14 box meal, or the 14 6-piece bucket bundle, which you probably get the box meal.
I would have to look and see everything.
It looks like a chicken sandwich, chicken, fries, a peach mango pie, a drink, and whatever the Jollibee thing is. Then you get your Eat Chicken emote. Can bring Jollibee joy into their adventure with a playful Eat Chicken in-game emote. I want to eat a bucket of chicken while I'm playing the game.
That'll be the next thing you'll see Kaya with, is a bucket of chicken.
Even though that technically should be me.
Because it also says if you buy the merch too, and there's a merch store, so I might try see if that works.
I've been eating way too much, like, fast food and stuff out in the past few weeks, just because of being stuck in Jersey and within walking distance. There's a Subway, there's a Wendy's, there's a Dunkies. If depending on when we get called out, if we're on duty for 9 o'clock. There's a plaza not far from us that has a halal Indian restaurant. There's a pizza place. There's Chinese place.
Oh God. I gained 30 pounds since I've been out of work. I need new pants. That's how bad it's gotten.
Well, you've have, with the injury that you had that you're still recovering from, you haven't been able to move as you normally would.
I can move. It's just I can't lift. So, like, exercise wise, it was my job. My job was my exercise. Now that I'm not going out of the house and doing stuff, like, the weather's starting to get better, so I'll be able to get out of the house and do some walking. But
touch grass,
yeah.
as they tell us.
But even walking, like, I can't do it more than so long before I get in pain. Just look at like AB and PAX. So that was a painful Sunday. Like, Angela found me sitting down that morning.
I'm sure.
Luckily, AnimeCon's shorter on Sundays. It doesn't go as long as PAX does.
Yeah.
Everybody leaves after Dealers Hall closes.
Of course, because that's when you can get all the good deals is on Sunday, because people don't want to cart all their stuff back with them. I know.
I didn't really get much of anything. I only got like a couple shirts.
I know from Zenkai Con, I had gotten the Bob Mao figure, and I'd gotten an autograph and some stuff. I spent more than I should have, but not as much as I could have.
See, I won't buy figures at conventions.
Yeah, for me, in some ways, it's the matter of convenience because I know in some ways, the markup can be ridiculous, but at the same time, I know online you have the delays, you have all the extra taxes and nonsense that are going on right now.
Those have kind of leveled off.
Yeah, they're not as.
It's not as bad as it was because I've never actually bought I know you guys have bought stuff online off of some of the Japanese sites and stuff like that. I haven't actually done that. I probably should look into it. If you see like any of the stores that are doing blind boxes and stuff like that, let me know or get me a link because that's my kryptonite. You all know I love my blind boxes. That's half the fun of going to conventions and being like, I want a mystery bag.
I think more now with getting stuff online, it's just time frame of getting it. It's not as fast anymore.
Yeah, a lot of delays, especially international shipping.
No, it's just how it's shipped now. Like DHL doesn't really do it anymore, so it's kind of basic mail. So it takes like a month.
That's the EMS has been doing most of it lately.
Yeah, but even EMS has been like a month. I've had a few that's been like a weird company does the last mile, like some Canadian company.
And Japan Post hasn't really been doing anything for a while.
In the chat, John Knight says tomorrow's going to be 91 degrees in Virginia, where he's at. And Ross has been checking out Haibara new game plus anime. It's okay, but there's a couple of characters that are annoying to the MC. It feels like they shouldn't be there for his development. Sometimes it gets distracting having these tabs on in the background because I just hear Rain screaming.
See, I have everything muted.
I have everything on 1.
Yeah, I don't. So I don't mute the stream. I mute the tabs.
Ah, okay. I should do that. I should mute the tabs and not the stream. I just had everything turned down because I know if you have it at 0, it doesn't count.
Yes and no.
I've heard so many different things, but it's like I lurk a lot in a lot of the VTuber streams. I kind of got into the habit of Kaya of if I'm home, I could have up to 5 or 6 tabs open where I'm just kind of lurking while doing other stuff to help support them and everything.
Like I don't know how they really count your viewers because I don't think it's 100% accurate until your stream's over.
Yeah.
And you see that number.
But definitely throw a shout out to Rain VT, who has been a guest on the show in the past. She's streaming right now. I saw
Resident Evil.
I saw Cypro post on his Discord that he's not feeling well, so he's not streaming tonight. But Cypro VT is another good streamer that I like. Mochipan, who's taking the week off for health reasons. Aki, I think, is on a vacay.
She is away.
I know Mystic Wisp. is sick. She tried streaming the other night with strep throat, and it's like, what are you doing? I watched some of it. It's like, girl, rest. I know you want to do this, but if your fans know the true fans, the people who really enjoy the content that these VTubers put out there. If you're not doing well health wise, we understand if you need to take some time to get better. We would rather see you at 100% and putting out good quality content than be at 50% and struggling to put out anything. But that's just my view on it. I mean, there are probably some that don't care, but I want people to be happy and healthy. I'm sure Kaya feels the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Darren, who's dead.
Darren is dead. Darren will stream someday.
I remember in the past you and Angela talking about getting me a computer set up. I could see you two collaborating to get something set up for Darren where he becomes a VTuber. Make him a Nico VTuber. That would be evil. Ross in the chat says, I saw this VTuber randomly the other day. I think her name is Camilla. I know she's not doing so well right now. I don't know if that name rings a bell with you, Kaya, or not.
It
Camilla?
does.
That's
not someone I actively watch, but
have heard of.
Yeah.
I know that there's quite a few that like come across my shorts feed and stuff like that just for randomness that I don't actually like sit and watch on a regular basis. There are some of those that I try to pay attention to on a regular basis, and then there are some that I'll watch.
Oh, yep. Yeah, she's not doing too well right now. Yeah. I believe she is the one where she had family killed in Lebanon.
Pennsylvania?
No, from the war.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said Lebanon. I'm like, Pennsylvania? We go through there on the train. Ross says that's the one.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, that's definitely sad.
Like, you don't think of it because it doesn't affect you on this side of the ocean, but like it does affect some people.
Well, like it was really interesting because last week when I was streaming Stardew Valley, we had somebody come in the chat from India. And they were asking, what my opinion was about the war, which, I didn't really have an opinion on because I've been working so much. I don't go on social media as often as I once did. So I don't know fully everything that's going on with that.
It's a touchy subject too.
So I couldn't get, I gave my honest thoughts. I don't know much about what's going on, so I cannot give an honest opinion. War is never a good thing. So I don't, not knowing, why it's going on or what's going on or things like that fully, and not really wanting to, dive deep into something that's depressing or could distract me from taking care of myself and my family. Not that it doesn't affect me, because it definitely does. I mean, look at the prices of everything. Gas prices have been outrageous because of this, and it definitely affects. But at the same point in time, I'm of the mind frame of I want to limit the amount of negativity that I surround myself with. That's why I don't watch the news. That's why I don't, I stay off of certain social media sites that have been known for drama.
And then you can't trust everything that's online anymore.
Yeah, and
you don't really know what's going on over there.
I mean, half the stuff you look up now, is that AI?
Right.
Or is that a real headline, or is that AI generated? And there are plenty of trolls out there that are doing it all.
And different news outlets will say different things about the same subject. And it's like, so what? And they'll both mean different things the way you interpret it. So what is it?
Yeah. But the person that I was talking to was talking about how they had family that was working close to the border, and they were worried that his family was going to be have to come home, and their place of employment shut down because of being attacked or things of that nature. So getting to talk to somebody who is living through that hell, it gives you a new prospect and a new view on how lucky we are to be where we're at.
So to be an American, you're damn lucky. The chances of anything coming over here is very, very, very slim.
So, and a lot of these countries, especially Middle East, stuff like that, they've been at war with each other for decades. This isn't something new.
Not decades, have been
centuries.
Millennia. Yeah, millennia since the beginning. The Middle East has always been a problem area. That's where all the wars have always originated. To see,
So it's,
I'll bring up the Bible. We'll read the Bible. There's a few wars in there. And where do they happen?
Bojangles.
We've had to call the police enough times on our own.
Well, I'm sorry, Waffle House is where all the wars happen late at night.
And don't forget, if you have foreigners visiting and you're in a Waffle House at 2 a.m. in the morning, it is your obligation to start a fight. So the foreigner gets the full experience.
Oh, God. I've actually never been to a Waffle House, so.
Really?
No. But we have IHOPs up here.
No,
IHOP.
There was an actual Japanese girl or influencer or something that came. It was either Japanese or Korean. Came to America, found a Waffle House, and went to it at 2:00 in the morning, and said she was a little disappointed she didn't get to see the typical night shift Waffle House. So after that, the running meme or gag was that as an American, it is your duty to your country to start a fight in a Waffle House at 3:00 in the morning, so anyone visiting the country can get the full American experience.
Jesus Christ!
What in the hell is the world coming to?
She has a point, though.
Yeah. But on that note, I just looked at the time.
Yep. Holy crap, it's 10.
It is 10.
Bedtime.
It is bedtime for a lot of us. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, which has been fun. We've kind of jumped all over the place with topics, the nonsense. Congratulations to Sea Dog and his Bike-a-thon charity for raising $1,011,500 currently for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. He's got Iron Mouse strapped to his bike. Not literally, an iPad with her on there, I should say. That would be funny. Oh, look, there's Iron Mouse strapped to the bike. Against her will. Wait, what? No, we're not going to get him in trouble like that. But thank you to everybody for tuning in. We should be back next week. Angela is going to be gone for a couple of weeks because of her vacation. But depending on my schedule, hopefully we'll be back next Sunday. If not, I'll be doing streams during the week, I'm sure, where I play more either Stardew Valley or maybe I'll check out some of these other games that Kai is trying to get me to play. He's going to kidnap me and force me to play a gacha game.
You got to play some Final Fantasy 14, you know.
I got to remember my login for that. I haven't touched...
You play for like 2 minutes and you don't never come back, man. You know.
I haven't been home much to do that. Hello, Flock. Great to see you in here. You've been quiet. Great to see Flock of Miscreants in here. You've been quiet tonight. You should have spoke up sooner. We would have given you a shout out sooner. But until next time, everybody have a wonderful night. We'll be back for more Anime-Zing Radio here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Good night, all.